Okay, had a minute, so I wanted to shoot a quick video on these Ciwellu clippers here. I bought this pair about $30-something off of Amazon, less than $35 shipped, and I was freaking in love with the things. I bought them and I stuck them in the drawer I used them like for one cut, then I threw them in the drawer and decided to bring them back out and use them. Used them for about a day and a half or whatever, and then it started making a strange noise, and come to find out what it was the spring inside of here had broken loose. It was still cutting, but barely, and so I took the blade off and found the spring into 2 or 3 pieces. And you can see now how the blade isn't in there because there's no tension spring, and yeah, it does not operate. I just threw the blade back on there to keep it in place. Okay. Really like the battery life on these. Even the stock blade was not that bad when it worked. However, it didn't hold up. The spring in there seemed to be made of very cheap metal. Contacted the company, said, hey, really like the product, except for this. They said, no problem. They sent a replacement to me. The replacement was getting along fine. Battery life is insane. Could not believe that. Was using the stock blade, and then all of a sudden the stock blade in the open position would not cut. Strange thing, I'd only use it for, you know, a couple, maybe 2.5 days, and all of a sudden the stock blade just quit cutting in the open position. It would cut closed but not open, even just a little bit it wouldn't open. I'm sorry, the focus is kind of off there. So I put a new blade on here. This is the PDR fade blade. So far I'm not too impressed with this blade in and of itself. The blade costs twice as much as the clipper. It's supposed to, you know, erase the bald line and everything else. It does okay, but it's not worth the money. Not on this clipper, not in my experience, not at this time. I mean, I'm zero gapped and everything. I know it's hard to see focused right now, but video's not about this blade. So this thing began giving me issues, and so I'm trying to run it until it completely dies out, but it's not cutting that great. Initially, when I first put the blade on, it wouldn't even adjust, or it doesn't adjust still. 4 clicks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it does have 4. Okay, take that back. When I first put the blade on, it was missing right in there. It would just skip over it. Somehow or another vibration, it worked itself back, and now it does have 4 clicks. Well, 4 positions, but it was only 3 positions. Okay. Doesn't run very strong with this blade on, and I honestly feel like the tension spring is probably loose or about to break on this side. Been trying to run it quite a bit to get that to happen. So that's kind of where we are right now with that. Got to fix those tension springs and it'd be on to something. I wanted to like the clipper, really did, and also it doesn't really cut that well at all, even with the new blade. The old blade just quit cutting altogether. This blade here, it's not great. So there we are with that.